remember when those retro games started selling at thousands of times more than they were only a year previous, Mr. Black? Remember we talked about, actually on the podcast, we were like, hey, we got excited when that Mario game, that Mario Kart, not the game Mario Kart, but the Mario cartridge sold for 30 grand. And then like a year later, it was 130 grand. And then barely even a year after that, we had like 1.2 something million. It's all the same game with like the same rating. It's like everything just got ballooned in this totally short period of time. So there's been a few people that have been looking into this and investigating, this whole thing, trying to get some answers as to how the fuck. For example, in a stretch of 10 days, a cart goes and 7,000% itself in just under 2 weeks. And as it turns out, I can't give you the big rundown here, but I can recommend the video. As it turns out, holy shit, is it ever a rat's nest? This whole thing,
news, man. This is old news, man.
This whole thing is 100% fabricated fuckery.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, you're saying it's old news. It is in terms of like people who are collecting games and whatnot. And have seen the value and how it trends over time on average. We know what it's more or less actually worth. The money that's been funneled in when it starts to hit these numbers aren't game people, they're people looking to make money. And when that starts happening, you know a bubble is in effect, and you know that there's going to be a bursting of said bubble at some point. But then the question becomes, what the fuck started blowing the bubble up in the first place? And somebody who did a really spectacular job, 2 videos on the topic. Carl Jobst, I think is his last name, perhaps.
So Carl's is a regular on my stream. I was talking.
Yeah, your first video, you're a clip in the first of the 2 videos actually, where you were, or no, but yeah, I think it was the first video where he was talking about collectors, and you were like. Holding your I remember the big box that you got that one time out on the thing, and his video goes through it. In his recent one from, I think this was like, I can't remember, it was like 4 days ago or a couple weeks ago now or whatever it was. It might even been a couple months ago now. I don't remember.
It's been several months since the first
one, but the second one is more recent. And he had like an actual lawyer talking about some of the stuff that cropped up in this last batch of info. But holy shit, it's a racket. It's blatant too, like it's like sort of hidden, but the moment you get like 2 pieces of information, the whole house of cards just falls apart.
Follow the money.
Wild times, bro.
Yeah. So anyway, instead of going through all that, you guys should go and check it out.
Well, that was it. I didn't have anything else to say about it. It was just like I was going to recommend it.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's a rabbit hole, and it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. It's basically certain individuals rigging an entire grading system. Them buying a bunch of games, artificially raising the prices by buying their own games under different entities, and creating a demand for games so that they can cash in for millions and millions of dollars.
And then had ins with the auction house.
Yeah,
they're like everyone's like playing together.
It's fucking bizarre. So definitely go check it out. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's
So
wild.
that was wild. I just watched I watched the second one because it popped up in one of my news feeds. Even though it was kind of old, it popped up in one of my news feeds. And then, I watched the first one as well. Both fantastically done. Definitely go and check those out.